These comments are addressed to the large population, or comparatively large population, of former Jehovah's Witnesses and former or dissident Christadelphians. I want to say to you, there's no need for you to go back into a Trinitarian church. In both cases, Christadelphianism and Jehovah's Witness theology, you've been taught, rightly in my estimation, that the deity of Jesus is a highly problematic doctrine. It lies in the face of the plain fact that God is said to be a single personal being, or person, divine person, thousands upon thousands of times. One of the absolutely non-negotiable facts of the New Testament is that Jesus' creed is a Unitarian Jewish creed. He believes in Yahweh as a single divine person. I would suggest to ex-Jehovah's Witnesses or dissident Jehovah's Witnesses, and likewise Christadelphians, do not go back into a Trinitarian church. This really takes you a step backwards, and you're now at odds with the very plain fact that Jesus was not a Trinitarian. So this is to alert you to the fact that there are groups of us, and we're certainly inventing nothing new, and there have been groups of this persuasion since the Reformation, and long before too, in which it's perfectly fair to believe that God is a single person, and that Jesus is the Son of God. It's also correct to believe in the coming kingdom of the Messiah on this earth renewed, at the future parousia, the second coming. I'm using the modern Greek pronunciation there, parousia, second coming of Jesus. All of that is perfectly valid, should not be given up. The other point would be conditional immortality. It's plain to many of us, and to many, I may say, famous names even in church history, that when the dead are dead, they really are ceasing to exist. They're not alive. The dead, according to conditional immortality, are unconscious, awaiting in gravedom, the Sheol of the Old Testament, the Hades of the New, until the great resurrection, which will occur when Christ comes back. That's common ground between Jehovah's Witnesses and ourselves. Likewise, the other wing of conditional immortality, the notion that the dead in Scripture are dead, along with it, the punishment of the incorrigibly wicked is not eternal conscious torment. I recommend a book on that subject by Edward Fudge, The Consuming Fire. But conditional immortality, both wings of it, both the sleep of the dead, Psalm 13:3, and the fact that God is not going to torture the incorrigibly wicked, but rather extinguish them, annihilate them, we hold that in common with you, who may have some serious doubts about some of the teachings of Christadelphianism, notably the extraordinary idea that there is no external Satan. And some of you, as Jehovah's Witnesses, have been worrying about certain of the tenets. Come and listen to what we have to say before you repair to a Trinitarian Orthodox church. There is another way to look at things which will not require you, I think, to suppress the obviously good truths that you learned in those settings, either Christadelphianism or the Jehovah's Witnesses.